Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Vani. If you're new here, then welcome, and if you've been subscribed for a while, then welcome back. So the video that I'm going to be doing today is long overdue. The video for today is going to be about my university story and what I do for a living. And I feel like I have gotten this question a lot of times, but I've never really gotten around to actually do a video about it. So I thought that I would just do it today and let you guys know what's up with me. So if you're interested, then stay tuned and watch the rest of this video. So guys, let me take you back to the time when I was studying. So I am 28 years old now, and I graduated from university 3 years ago in 2014. And I have a degree in business management. I studied for 3 years in England at the University of Essex, to be more exact, and it was a really wonderful time. But before I got to University of Essex, as you guys know, I do live here in Sweden. So after I graduated high school when I was 18, I took a year off because I needed to study math and stuff, because math has always been like a really a hard thing for me because it doesn't really come to me naturally, but when I put in the time, I actually can do the maths, you know. And I took a break, and then I started studying international economics here in Sweden at a university, and I spent 2 years doing that. But during these 2 years, like, I wasn't feeling what I was doing. I was doing things that I didn't quite understand, things that I wasn't really interested in, but I had chosen to study something that sounded good, and it wasn't necessarily what I really wanted to do. If I could go back now, I probably would have taken some more time off and worked and then chosen what I wanted to do. This is a very Swedish thing to do, not to go into university just like that, but you know, with the pressures of society and with the pressures of your parents and people wanting you to study, I just chose something that sounded good and something that I thought I would like, but it wasn't really what I wanted to do. So I studied international economics. I spent about 2 years, but like during those 2 years, I had to resit certain exams because I wasn't really, you know, interested in what I was doing. I wasn't really, you know, paying attention and doing what I needed to do to get my grades. And I just felt that my motivation just sunk completely. So I took some time off from that, and then I went to visit my friend Becca. I'm gonna give Becca a shout out in England. She was doing accounting and finance at Nottingham University, so I went to her and I was like, maybe I should come here because I really felt like I needed a challenge, and I wasn't feeling challenged enough, and I wasn't feeling very motivated. So when I came back, I decided to quit studying here, and it kind of freaked my parents out. I told them, like, I just can't do this anymore, but I told them that my plan was to apply to a university in England. And Lord and behold, like, the last day of applying, Becca's dad helped me apply, and I felt like I still wanted to do something that was business-like, but not like economics or any accounting like that. I wanted to study like organizational behavior and stuff like that. I opted to choose business management, and I got in, and I had a couple of universities to choose from in England, but I opted to go to University of Essex because it was pretty near London, and it was a university that no one that I knew had went to, and I don't know, I just felt like it was the right choice for me. So my first year, or my first term, was really hard because when I came to England, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to speak English. English is not my first language. It's not even my second language. It's actually the third language that I speak. And I felt like, you know, speaking English is one thing, but you know, when you study it academically, then it's a bit more different. So going into that, like, my first term was, you know, it was kind of challenging, and I was already 22, so I was grown. I was older than most of my flatmates and my friends that I studied with. I met some really, really wonderful people during the time I was studying, and I'm really grateful that I had them during the time that I was studying, because I don't know what I would have done without them. And you know, I'm really happy that I went, because it was hands down one of the best decisions that I had ever made in my life. And studying in England and going there by myself was the best decision I could make for myself, because I grew a lot as a person, and I learned how to be even more independent, and I had a great time. But I have never pushed myself as much as I did during the space of time that I was studying. Like the exams and like everything was just so, whew. I mean, I was a full-time student, and I was taking it very seriously. I spent a lot of time at the library studying, like every single day. And since I was already a mature student, I didn't go out that much. I wasn't really that bothered to be going out partying and stuff. I did go out every now and then, but you know, I really did what I could do, and I'm so happy with my results. And it was just a really good decision that I made for myself, and I learned a lot. And a lot of the things that I learned throughout my years at the university are things that I've been able to apply into like real life. So I feel like I didn't just study and get a degree just to get a degree, because sometimes you can study things and then you don't even remember what you've done. But I really feel like I can take that with me. And during the time I was studying, you know, I read a lot about different businesses. I read a lot about how I could become a manager, and how I could make the people that work for me to be more efficient, so that my company could be more profitable. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so manipulative. Like, how can I be working with something like this in the future? I felt like it wasn't really genuine, and I was like, oh my gosh, is this really what I want to do with my life? And you know, I've always had this thing that, you know, I want to help people in some way, shape, or form if I can. So after, you know, I finished my degree and everything, and I came back home to Sweden, my first mission was for me not to be unemployed. And I could have opted to go the traditional way and seek a job at some kind of organization to become some kind of manager, but I chose to follow my heart, and I wanted to work with people instead. And I wanted to work with teenagers in particular, and I wanted to work with teenagers in socioeconomic areas, as one that I grew up in, with teenagers with different backgrounds that had, you know, other things in life going on that, you know, I could relate to, because I was also a person that was raised in an area with people from different ethnicities, and I felt like I want to be a support, because I feel like I'm really good with people. So I chose to work as a recreational leader, but I chose something completely different, and it was one of the best things that I've ever done, because that's where I really found what I really wanted to work with, and that was to help and develop young adults. And when I got into that, I started getting into a lot of other things. I started getting involved in a bunch of projects, and one of the projects had to do with like democracy and encouraging people to like vote and to be, you know, active citizens that do more things in society and don't just fall back and let other people take decisions for them. And I've also worked with, you know, it was kind of political as well. I wasn't telling people what to vote for, but I was encouraging people to vote for something that they believed in, and I really enjoyed doing that project. Oh my gosh, I have done so many things. I don't even know where to place all of these things. I have worked with the Save the Children Foundation as well as a process leader, leading youth and talking about like the rights of children and stuff like that. And then I have also worked with my latest job before the job that I have now was an organization called The Good Talents that I really, really like. I actually went to this program before actually becoming a project leader for it, and it's a leadership program and a social entrepreneurship program for young adults between the ages of 15 to 25. So the Good Talents is an organization that has like a leadership program and also a social entrepreneurship program for young adults between the ages of 15 to 25, where we work with these young adults identifying their strengths and identifying problems in their area, and also knowing that they can be a part of the change. If they want to change something, they can do that, and it's really empowering. And I was once in this program, so it was a really good thing to also lead it, because we believe that all youths have potential, and it's all about like lifting the essence of who they are and lifting all the positive things that they are capable of doing, but society usually tells them that they can't do stuff like that. But with this organization, we really wanted young adults to understand that they can do whatever they want to do. They just have to set their mind frame, and then we give them loads of methods for them to actually, loads of tools and methods for them to actually start taking actions in the things that are going on in the areas or things that they want to change. So it was basically a lot about empowering young adults. Right now, this very moment, I am still working with young adults, but in a different way. So I'm helping young adults to actually get out into real life and start working. So I help them apply for jobs. I help them with interview training and a lot of other things. So it's a lot of like recruitment type of work with young adults. And we also lead another group of adults that that advise people in different communities of things that they think should change, and a bunch of stuff like that. So I've kind of gone to a more social field. I started off with like economics, and I went to business, and then I've kind of drifted off into more of the social type of work, but because I feel that it fits me, and I feel like it fits my personality and my values and everything else. For me, it's really important to have a job that is meaningful and a job that can go well with my lifestyle. And at this very moment, there is nothing more important to me in life than my family, like my husband and my mom and dad and my siblings and stuff like that, and my friends, because I do think that like nowadays people lack quality time with their families. Like I love working with something that I find interesting. I wouldn't want to work at a place where I feel like I am completely raw. And obviously I work because I need to make money, but I still think that it's important for me to have a job that is meaningful as well. And this is meaningful to me. Everybody might want different types of jobs, and I've never really been much of a, once upon a time I thought that I would be like this big shot something within business, but it's not really me. For me, I think it's about how you define success, and for me, success is being happy with myself. Success is having a good marriage, a good family life, good friends, and good health. And those are the things that are really important to me. And also, I don't define myself. Through the things that I do, or the degree that I have taken, or the fact that I've done different things. It's just a part of who I am, but it doesn't define me. I am Vanessa, I'm me, I'm Vani. Like, I have my personality, I have my own way of being, and I think that those things are more important than anything else. For me, I'm not saying to anybody else that you can't define yourself, through things that you do, but I think that it can be quite dangerous, because what are you, or who are you without all of the things that you've done? Does it make any sense to you guys? But I don't know if it makes any sense to you guys, but I hope that you understand what I'm trying to say. And yeah, so that's kind of like it as for what I've studied and what I do today. And I love what I do today, and YouTube is just a part of what I like to do. I like sharing things, and I like encouraging people in different ways, and I like doing stuff like that. And obviously you guys have noticed that I haven't been vlogging so much, and I know that some of you guys really like my vlogs, but I feel like I'm probably gonna vlog whenever I feel like it's something that I'm doing something out of the ordinary, maybe traveling and things like that, because when it comes to like everyday life, I don't really do that much. I mean, we go to work, we come home, and then we try to spend some time together, and then we start all over again. And during the weekends, we try to do things together with the family. So I feel like I can't really give you guys too much of a variation. And every now and then, like, I just feel like I don't want to stick a camera up in everybody's face all the time. I want to be in the moment. I feel like it's really, really important to me more now, more than ever. So I'm sorry if you guys want me to vlog more. I probably won't be vlogging that much, but every now and then I'll definitely try to vlog something if I feel like it's out of the ordinary. And yeah. If you guys have any questions about studying or work or my work field or anything that is related to this, then let me know. You can just write it down in the comment section below and I will get back to you guys. Regarding my wedding series, there will be a video out pretty soon, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye.